Let's talk AFL football. Mick Aussie steps up and in right now. Mick, let's do this. How you doing, Mick?
Yeah, really good, mate. And good news and bad news. My cricket IPL pick last week, thanks to Harry, it cashed, mate. So I kind of laughed because you probably didn't bet it, but it cashed. So the IPL, you would know this. One of the biggest sporting events in the world, the Indian Premier League, is on 2020 cricket because half of the other clowns doing sports in the USA would have no idea about it.
I'd have to start getting some Indian Premier League cricket picks from you. You know, my team is the Mumbai Indians. I'm all aware about the. That's their name. It's funny. Like, I've always found it ironic. Like the Cleveland Indians changed their name to the Gardens. You got Dave, like the biggest cricket team in India. They're named the Indians, right? But they actually are Indians.
They are. I was going to say they are.
Yeah. It's fine. They can get away.
Right.
We're India. Yeah, we're the Mumbai Indians. Yeah.
That's good.
They are good though. No, that's big. No, that's big. You know, it's the biggest fantasy sports in the world is cricket. Like people think like NFL fantasy football is big, bro. Dude, like I saw a thing. They have like 1.8 billion players or something, Dave. Like cricket numbers are big, bro. Like all of Pakistan, India, you know, Australia likes cricket, South Africa. You know what I mean? There's a lot of countries like cricket. Like different.
I had no idea.
You know, a lot of different languages play cricket. It's not just. It's a big sport, man. It's coming to America. You'll see. It'll continue to grow. There's gonna be a pro cricket league in America. But
is there?
Hang on, I got your cricket pick coming up. The Super Kings and the Super Giants is playing in the next day or so, and Harry Singh, he's given me that, and he picked it last week. So take the Super Kings and the Super Giants in the IPL coming up. And you are the international sports guy, so people are going to love a bit of cricket. And we got cricket up here in Edmonton, mate. I'm doing a show,
so you're saying
loving it.
Man, we're really hitting everything now. Yeah, it's the New Delhi Capitals versus the Chennai Super Kings. Super Kings are minus 150.
That ain't bad.
I got a number right. See, I didn't even how many people even can find a point spread that fast? They'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, give me
zero chance. Yeah, zero chance.
Lucknow Super Giants minus 125 against the Kolkata Knight Riders.
Listen to me. I went down to Curacao and I learned a lot about this business and about life. And they came at me with like, we're doing cricket. I said, I'm not doing any cricket. I have no idea what you're talking about. You better get a cricket guy in here. And we kept it away as long as we could while I was down there. But there were other books down there that were taking it. And you're absolutely right. And this was 23, 24 years ago. It was big.
It was big like in the rest of the world. Like big.
It's all over. So if you have an edge or I mean, like you're actually paying attention to it, again, we just had Mike on.
Mick just got me into the Indian Premier League. I have to bet these. I'm going to follow his picks.
No.
And now
Mick, do you watch
it? Mumbai Indians are playing on Saturday night against the Sunrisers. Take those bastards down. Hyper Mumbai Indians minus 150. Let's go. Gonna beat them by 400.
What the hell is going on right now? Mick, do you watch it? Do you actually watch it?
Do you understand the scoring and stuff, Mick? Dave, do you know, like, do you see where it's like 222 to nothing? And you're like, you'll see, Dave, I swear to God, you look at the in-game betting on cricket, you'll see a team's winning like 248 to nothing, and they're underdogs still. And you're like, what the hell's going on, man? Like, how can it be up 222 to 6, but like, or whatever? But imagine cricket's like baseball. Imagine a baseball team, Dave. They let you bat 9 times in a row. So it's like, all right, you got 27 out, so go. See how many runs you can rack up. And then the other team, like, it's kind of weird. Like, that scoring system's twisted.
Well, I'll tell you, this T20, it's 20 overs. And they make like 170, 180, so it's bash. It's really good. It's massive.
Fast.
Guys are making like millions of dollars in 6 to 8 weeks. It is so big. And I tell you what, Greg Norman on this Live Golf, he has arranged the teams similar to the concept of IPL because the teams are worth so much money. So Greg Norman's actually
we've talked about
it. IPL.
Bent arm bowlers. The old bent arm bowling. Let's go. All right, so AFL, Mick. We'll save the cricket talk for another time. Can't believe we're talking Indian Premier League. Even I didn't see this one coming tonight.
Didn't see it coming at all.
Indian Premier League cricket. We're the only damn show. Okay. So let's do this thing, Mick. North Melbourne, the Kangaroos and the Swans, boy. It's the Swans tonight. Swans are laying 35.5 points. Can the Roos hang around?
Oh, they've been terrible, and the coaches had to stand down because of a massive inquiry over some Indigenous things that happened. So they got an interim coach that might fire up the boys, but terrible game. Swans have been going bad. Take the Swans to win, but I don't know. North Melbourne
the pretty
might
boys.
cover, probably not. Terrible game.
This is our chance for the pretty boys, Dave. We're in minus 700 in the money line parlay. See, look at them. I told you. They're all like blonde beach guys, these guys, Sydney Swans. They're like Dubsy.
Yeah,
look at they're like Dubsy. That's why he's a Swan fan.
Looks like Baywatch. Like these guys look like
he's a
they're all
great player.
lifeguards
Who is that? Who is that
Hermosa
guy?
Beach.
That is
come on.
Isaac Heaney, and he grew up in that area, and he's absolute champ. He takes screamers, great grabs, one of my favourite players. So, yeah, he's a pretty boy, but he's a tough, great player.
What about your Adelaide Crows against the Western Bulldogs? You're getting 10.5 points against Western.
All right, it's at Mars. Dave, you might be confused, but we play football at Mars. Yes, Mars Stadium in Ballarat, which is about 2 hours outside of Melbourne. Crows, I decided to pick the Crows, then I changed my mind, but I went back to them. We smashed the St Kilda Saints last week. We are missing Big Tex Walker, the ex-skipper, is a big influence, but if the Crows young boys can get it first, they're a big chance to win. They won by 1 point in Ballarat, but the Bulldogs have got a star, Marcus Bontempelli. Take the Crows to cover. I actually took them on the money line. Should be a ripper. 9 o'clock tonight, your time, Gabe.
What about that Docker and Cat game, Fremantle and Geelong?
Yeah, Dockers are going a bit better. It's over there in Perth where the Dockers are from. Cats had a shock loss last week. They got a few players back. I think the Cats will win. Few people think the Dockers will, but I keep the faith in the Cats, the reigning premiers.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
What is that? What is that? Whoa!
Here's my West Coast
Hungry
Eagles jersey.
Jacks?
Yeah,
Hungry Jacks?
That's it's Burger King, but it's called Hungry Jacks. Same, they sell Whoppers. It's Burger King, but in Australia it's called Hungry Jacks. Hungry Jacks. Yeah, they're pretty sweet,
sponsor. Huh? Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. That's a nice
maybe
jersey
next
right
week.
there.
One of these segments I'm going to bust it out. I'm wearing this for Jim Brown because he passed away today.
Jim Brown.
But, yeah, we got the jersey, Mick.
Jim Brown.
So listen, they're terrible, but I still love the jersey. They're playing Hawthorn, who are terrible. What's your quick pick on the way out? Give us best bet, Mick. 30 seconds.
Yeah, take the Hawks to win. The Eagles have got so many injuries. Take the Magpies to beat the Blues. Take the Saints to beat the Giants. And it should be there's some tough games. Absolutely there is. Now you got your Jim Brown, RIP Jim Brown. My favourite running back since I've been here is Adrian Peterson. So there you go. RIP Jim Brown.
Magpies killing it. Thanks, Mick.
See you later.